We're good to go.
Mother.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Podcast of Stuff, episode 46. I'm going to edit that right as I think that was DA just going, Mother!
You know what's a super fun game? Mario Run. It's a very fun game. I am enjoying it a lot. It
Never heard of
frustrates me to no end, though.
You bought the real version?
Yes.
Yes.
And it is very, very
Are there
fun.
any other purchases besides the initial purchase?
No, after the $10, it's over.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, there's no timeouts,
That's
wait
good.
wait an hour before. No buying of coins or anything. You earn it like a man would.
Why are you
I
earning
hate
it
this
then?
game, bro.
Or a portly little plumber.
Versus is angry at something. That's interesting.
Uh-oh. So,
Power Rangers?
maybe at the Power Rangers, which
Maybe Power Rangers.
we'll talk about that in a second, but we have that and a couple other things to talk about, one of which I'm very excited for, just because it's the return of probably my favorite segment ever on the podcast.
Yeah.
For three of us.
You shouldn't revel in other people's misery.
Bullshit. That is fun. That is entertainment.
Yeesh.
I feel like you have before on
Never.
the podcast.
How dare you?
I'll have to look for it, but I'm pretty sure you have.
Try. Fail.
Succeed terribly.
Easily.
So first, just get it out of the way. So, BG is the only one amongst us that has seen the Power Rangers movie. I'm going to be going to see it this weekend.
Houseway.
I was invited, but after last week's podcast, we watched the trailer, and I went, I don't even want to see this.
That
Yeah,
has
not-
killed any potential one.
I'm in the same boat, man.
Not
I had
even
no
for
desire.
a joke. Not even for the funsies. I went, just no.
I've read a bunch. I've heard what the button end credit scene is. I'm not sure if you even stayed for that long,
Yep.
BG.
Oh, I did. I
I
say.
know what that is
Okay.
too. My favorite podcast did an episode on it, and they were just like, no. And I went, okay. thank
And
you. No,
from what
thank you.
from what I've read, they actually did hide a bunch of little Easter eggs and stuff for old time fans,
Yep.
which nice little nods. But I'm curious to hear the opinion. So go ahead, sir.
When it comes to this movie, I really, really liked it.
No.
Now, before I go into why I like it, let me say this is the first time this has ever happened in the theater to me. Within the first 2 minutes, I seriously contemplating asking for a refund. 2 minutes into the movie, I went, is it too late to get my money back? Because what I saw on screen, I was just like, I want no part of this. But I'm sure I couldn't get it for the popcorn and drink I paid for. So I was like, I'm here. Let's just roll through this mother. The first 2 minutes alone, I was just like, this is going to be a terrible movie. Now, it's not a good Power Rangers movie. Absolutely not.
Yeah, you just have to wait for the other 7 for that.
There is not a lot of
Because
action.
Someone asked for 7 Power Rangers movies.
There is not a lot of action until the final 25 minutes.
Of a 2-hour Power Rangers movie.
The characters I really liked. There's not a single character among them that I didn't. I don't know if you knocked out the cord. The storyline is pretty trash, which is where that 2 minutes of time to just walk out, because it starts off. I'm just gonna tell you the beginning of the movie.
Go ahead.
Starts off with freaking Bryan Cranston as the Red Ranger crawling through a desolate alien planet. Oh my god. Something explodes behind him and he just goes and falls straight down. Like he tried to fly like Superman and just falls straight on his face. Then he's just crawling while things are exploding around him. The Yellow Ranger dies in front of him saying some bullshit. Who cares? And then
he's speaking in a gobbledygook alien.
yes. He crawls. He this power that is like, find the worthy of this and buries it as yes. And he's in complete alien makeup. Bryan Cranston is too good for this movie, but he's in complete alien makeup, and you know, they're all laughing. Crap. Did you? Yeah, I thought you.
They haven't said anything.
You knocked out my cord. That was the
No,
problem.
we can. Oh, so we can hear you guys. It's fine.
Okay, yeah, I couldn't hear anything
Okay.
because I should have been hearing noise and such.
Okay.
So yeah, then she kills him and blah blah blah. Goldar is being bastardized in this just show. Rita is not very good in a lot of aspects. The kids are the saving grace of this movie, and it's when they become Power Rangers that it turns into a schlock fest in the worst possible way. Now, all their own personal stories, completely fine, and that's the driving point of the movie. It's more about the characters of. Oh, I couldn't hear everybody else. I know y'all can hear me. It's more about the driving of. It's more about the characterization of the Power Rangers than the Power Ranger action. Billy is a standout, even though he's autistic in the movie, but he is a freaking standout. Jason, he's going through his stuff. It all makes sense. Trini is, you know, it's pretty good with her. Zach is my favorite, absolute favorite.
Jason the Red Ranger,
Yeah.
and him jerking off a bull.
No,
and
his
that's being-
friend jerks off the bull.
But he gets blamed for it or something, and that's the crux of his.
Wait, what?
Oh, you don't know about this storyline? They
No.
steal a cow. I guess another school's cow, or they just want to put a cow in the locker room. And his friend's like, I don't know why this cow is so angry. I just milked it. He was like, this is a guy. You can't milk it. And he was like, I pulled the udder. And he was like, was it just one udder? Yeah. And it was like, it was pretty long for an udder. I was wondering why. And he's just like, let's never speak of this again.
Wow.
In a Power Rangers movie.
Wow.
And you just glossed over that. You weren't even gonna mention it. You piece
No.
of crap.
No, I
No,
wasn't.
I'm glad
Wow.
I listened to that podcast. You don't say this movie is all right with a bull jerking off in a Power Rangers.
In the first-
Come
in,
on.
in the first
Those two
7
things don't
minutes.
mix.
In the first 7 minutes, you get the jerk off joke. I mean, 7 minutes.
You don't do that.
But that's not the driving force of his freaking.
I just need to give an applause for that, DA. That was joke
Alpha.
of the month.
I actually really enjoyed. He's more like a what's the robot from Borderlands?
Oh, Claptrap.
Yes, he's like a Claptrap dialed back 5 notches.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Zordon is selfish as and I enjoyed that aspect of it. He's like, these pieces are the Power Rangers? Are you kidding me? They're awful. Go home. He's like, just morph so I can get my own body. There's a lot of things that are hokey in the wrong parts, and a lot of things that are hokey in the right parts. There's, of course, it's Power Rangers, so you're gonna get some cheesiness, and some of the cheese really worked, and some of it was god awful. I can understand kids liking the cheesiness, which back in the day, us as kids liked the cheesiness.
Oh
of Power
yeah, for
Rangers.
sure.
So I can see a lot of the kids liking the cheesiness. Fuck! Black people suck! Oh, no.
Oh no.
It was, I saw the movie. There were like 9 families, kids all around. Kids, for the most part, were completely cool and reacting the way they were supposed to. There was one time where Zach, they first are introduced to the Zords. There's complete spoilers here.
Nobody cares.
Zach is, everybody's introduced to the Zords, and they're leaving. They're like, you can't control these until you get your armor. And they're like, okay. Zach, he's kind of nuts, so he just pilots his own Zord anyway, outside of his armor form, because they don't know how to morph yet. And before that happens, he hangs back, and one of the kids are like, I think he's gonna get into the Zord. And I'm fine with the kid acting like that. Somebody punches Rita or something. God, that bitch! Are you serious, bro? It's a 5:45 showing on a freaking Wednesday, and I'm
Precisely.
still encountering these people.
Precisely. Their whole mindset is, who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares? It's Wednesday at 5. You're here. It's not like you got a lot of things going on in your life. You're there to watch Power Rangers in the evening on a Wednesday.
There were, when it came to action scenes, there were a lot of slowdowns, especially during some of the karate scenes. And some of it, okay, so here's one of the slowdowns. One of them hits a backflip as a putty is trying to attack him, and then it lands and it's normal speed. I can understand why the slowdown is there, but I feel like the action would have been a lot better without a lot of that slowdown. Like, with them just doing that backflip, it's just a quick thing as opposed to slowing down. Like, look at the awesomeness of the Rangers. The reason that they're powered up makes a lot more sense once you see the movie, instead of them just like, we found these coins and now we're super powered. So what happens is they find the coin and they're all escaping through away from the security of the construction place. And they're trying to outrun this train, and the train just smacks into them, and you have to assume they're dead. You just have to. And
According to Versus, the camera in that fight was awful.
oh yeah, that the camera was
The
atrocious.
armor goes around them and protects them.
No, that's not what it is. They smack into it. There's just what?
Luigi's amazing.
Oh yeah, of course, the Louis dog.
He jumps so high.
So the train smashes into them. The car is completely wrecked. It's upside down. It's totaled. And then all you see is a bunch of lights in the car, which is the Rangers' lights. And then they all wake up in their rooms, just like, what the happened? They don't know how they got home or anything, and they're all powered up. So you have to assume that they just were close to death or died in an accident, and then the crystal saved them. Totes understandable. No problem at all. This is really like a gang flick, like Breakfast Club or something, mixed with Chronicle.
Literally, how I've been describing this movie from all the trailers, I'm like, this is Breakfast Club meets Power Rangers.
It was a lot more about the characterization of the characters than, them being Power Rangers and fighting and such. And I was totally cool with that. It felt the weakest when they were actually Power Rangers. The Zords coming together made sense, but the Zords themselves looked like crap. There wasn't enough color to them. And when it was the Megazord, it was just like, here's the blue the red chest plate. Here's the blue leg. And it was just like the giant gray robot with like parts that were colored. No, it's supposed to be a giant, colorful, stupid thing. And I feel like this movie wasn't stupid enough.
From what I read, though, for the Zords, when they come together for the Megazord, it was like shot for shot the original Megazord sequence with the Go-Go Power Rangers theme song in the background.
Yeah, the remix version, which was just atrocious.
Just keep it.
Yeah, I didn't need that. I really didn't. And then they played the Kanye West Power song during the first Zord battle.
Oh,
I didn't like it.
no.
Yeah,
It's
I didn't
actually
like
in
it.
the movie.
Yeah. Oh, a really bad aspect of the movie is the Rita versus Power Rangers fight before they become Power Rangers. Rita's just manhandling them, and it's a lot of slowdown in that fight, and a lot of just like whooshing of her staff and stuff. Like I would have loved a more like they powered up, they beat Goldar, or Goldar and the Zords take each other out, and then the Rangers have to fight Rita herself. You don't really get a Rita versus Power Rangers fight, except for that it has to be less than 70 seconds of a fight. It was just so over so quickly, and I wasn't feeling it. The
how do you feel about Krispy Kreme? Because I hear that that's a very delicious treat for both man and monster.
So her product placement is pretty heavy in this movie.
So, the fight versus I'm talking about is when they're on the docks, right before, again, total spoiler, right before Billy dies. That
Oh.
fight.
Oh.
Yeah, he totally dies.
Oh.
And this isn't like a, oh, maybe we can bring up. No, he dies. They
Oh.
carry him from it is dusk
Huh.
at the docks, and they carry him all the way back to where Zordon is, and it's dawn at that point, and he is still dead. Billy dies. Done.
Okay.
There's a pre-established
Power.
thing.
Power. Dragging his dead body.
This is a sad rendition.
Power Rangers.
There is some sad song playing, but whatever. So there was a pre-established thing of Zordon is able to come back to life because of the morphing grid or whatever it was called. And there was a one-shot chance when all the Rangers are in sync, so he can do that. And instead, he allows Billy to do it. So that's how Billy comes back to life. Yeah, that fight was totes trash. Their training sequence was fun. Them just hanging out was fun. Them talking through all their stuff was fun. The movie itself is a lot of fun until they become Power Rangers. There's just not enough of it to get invested in it, and there is a lot of destruction porn. The putties are awful. They're supposed to be these Hulk. Now, I understand that they're coming from the Earth, and they should look the way they do, like the Thing in Fantastic Four, just these giant rock monsters. But no, give me my putties. Give me my. Stop with the bull.
If you're gonna go dumb, just go full dumb.
Yeah, just be dumb. See, that's the thing.
You know who your audience is. No one's walking into a Power Rangers like,
All I ask is in the second movie that when Lord Zed comes around that they have the giant stupid emblem that you just have to punch once and then they die immediately. That's all I ask.
That would be fantastic.
Where it's just like in every episode they keep kicking and punching around the emblem and you're just like, oh, come on!
Now, here's the thing about the Krispy Kreme product placement. There was for anybody that's ever watched Community, there's about an entire season, maybe half a season, dedicated to Subway. Now, what happens is one of the characters opens their own shop, and then the dean is like, "Good news, guys, we've got a Subway here." And then there's the literal characterization of Subway. Like, there's a character that changes his name to Subway and is a representation of Subway. And it's put in a way that it's product placement, but it doesn't feel like that because they integrate it into the story enough.
Yes. That's
Here-
like a good example versus the show Heroes, where their one character who only knows Japanese will continuously say Nissan Versa, and then when they need to get into a car, they're like, quick, let's get in the Nissan Versa. And like,
What?
yes.
Yeah, this happens.
This is a real thing.
Oh God, I am never paying to see this movie.
Or like, no, I haven't even explained the Krispy Kreme thing. That's from Heroes.
Yeah.
Or like when The Walking Dead, where they all had
my
brand new
goodness.
cars.
Wait, they look SUVs.
Yeah, all brand new shiny
Not
cars.
a speck of dirt.
And it's like, dude, the world is over. What's going on here? And they're just like, let's roll through, guys. Nah, son, that's not how it happens. So the Krispy Kreme thing here is, of course they keep saying Krispy Kreme. because that's where the crystal is, the Zeo crystal. It's buried near or under the Krispy Kreme. So they integrate it into the story. At parts, it's really clunky. Like, oh Jesus, okay, this is the clunkiest part of this product placement. Billy learns where the Zeo crystal is because again he's autistic. He figures it out. So then she has them all tied up at the docks after she beats the ever loving out of them. So yeah, she has them all tied up, and Billy tells her, and he's like, "It's in a Krispy Kreme." She's like, "Krispy Kreme, this must be of great importance to the human race." And Billy's like, "Yes, it is. To hold all the light of the universe, this must be." That was the clunkiest aspect of it.
No.
The best aspect of it, which should be clunky but surprisingly works, Rita is in the Krispy Kreme. She sits back. She eats a donut, and then Goldar just tears through the building. Now she's just awakened. Of course she's gonna try whatever this crap is. Cause she's eating human flesh when she first gets there, and fish. And gold. So she's just so cocky with it. She just grabs it, sits back, crosses her leg, takes a bite, and then Goldar goes, whoa, boom! Should be super clunky, but it works. The button scene, of course.
Uncasted, so just green jacket.
But it makes sense. They're in detention. He's a troublemaker. Sure. The thing is, there's talks of it being a girl from the cast members. And they established Jason and Kimberly so hard in this that it has to be a guy to throw in that Jason, Kimberly, Tommy aspect. So Tommy is, of course, walking through the school, and then he's the Green Ranger going against the Power Rangers, so on and so forth. You know. Yeah, that's but yeah, anything that didn't have to do with the Power Rangers being Power Rangers was a pretty okay film.
Mm-hmm. I guess.
So, from what I'm hearing, is it's shit, and I shouldn't pay to see this movie.
I wouldn't pay to see it.
Yeah, thank you. That's all I wanted to. That's the only thing I needed to hear.
But it's worth checking out on like HBO or something. Why not?
If it's playing free, or I'm offered to, somebody has the DVD, sure.
Yeah,
I
will never actively attempt to see this movie if there's something else I can do.
Only DVD. I won't watch it on Blu-ray. Only
I
DVD.
said that I would not watch it if it was good, and I will stick to that. You say that it's good.
No, I didn't say that. When did I ever say that?
You said it was pretty good. No, you said you enjoyed it.
Yeah, I said I greatly enjoyed it.
Okay,
I
that's
never
a
said
totally
it was
different
good.
thing. Okay, I'm not looking to enjoy this movie.
By the way, when you
I got no time to do things that I like. All right.
when you
So
first,
are we going to see Guardians 2?
No.
Why not?
I don't want to.
You're sure
I
to
don't
hate it.
want to.
You're
That's
sure to
why.
hate it though, right?
Ugh.
So BG, when you first described the opening bit, and how you said you wanted a refund, what it reminded me of, which led me to think, yeah, it's probably why. It reminded me of the first 5 to 10 minutes of Man of Steel.
I didn't hate Krypton.
Oh.
I just,
Oh, DA thought.
I'm thinking like, what was the first 5 minutes of it? You said Krypton, and it all just came flooding back.
the dragon.
Yuck. To my dying breath.
I will be going to see it this weekend, and
I would say I would give it a 6.5 as a movie, maybe a 7, and a 3 as a Power Rangers movie.
Okay. I guess one of the other Easter eggs, besides like stuff from the shows, and that was Jason David Frank and Amy Jo Johnson had a cameo in a crowd shot somewhere.
Oh yeah, I can tell you the crowd shot. The Power Rangers win, and all the people are around while they're in their Megazords, and those two look up, and then they cut back to the Zords, and then they pull out their phones to start taking pictures, and then everybody else takes pictures.
Two things. Were they wearing either white or green? Or
I can't
pink?
remember. I think she was wearing pink.
And he was wearing
You
white
don't need
and
it.
green.
You don't need it.
This is again.
He's got like 4
It's not
colors that
enough.
he could wear.
Here's where
No,
the
the
hokiness
only
comes
two
in.
that matter are white and green.
When the Power Rangers first find their power crystal, they're all wearing the colors they should. Black and red and yellow. And then throughout the movie, Billy wears this all black shirt with these like 2 polar bears fighting, and the gloves are blue. And it just sticks out his blueness in that shirt. And it's just like that throughout. Kimberly has like this pink undershirt that she always wears, like bathing suit something. It was
But they did that in the Power Rangers show, show too. It wasn't always just black shirts.
yeah. I'm just saying,
Sometimes it was like
it makes sense.
cape.
It shows you that this is Power Rangers.
Was there a
hokiness.
Vulcan skull?
There was a bully, but there was no Vulcan skull.
God damn!
That theme still sticks with me.
And what's funny is, while I was watching this, there's a part where Jason saves his dad while he's a Power Ranger. And I was thinking of the Vulcan skull. No, we're the Power Rangers from Galaxy, maybe?
Yeah.
You don't need to remember that.
I don't
Was it
remember.
Turbo after regular and then they were gone?
No, because there was Galaxy or Andromeda or some and they came back to Earth for a while and Vulcan Skull, and they were looking for the Power Rangers, and it was pretty much the, no, I'm such and such, no, I'm, and the people stand up, but it started with Vulcan Skull. And then the actual Rangers reveal themselves, and they're like, it's those dweebs? And for some reason, I just thought of that scene. But yeah, that's it. Wow, that took a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's alright. But now we're gonna get to the meat of this podcast.
Nope, no, we're not.
Really.
WrestleMania preview.
Oh, don't cock block me. Do not cock block me.
It's gonna happen. He's gonna get a story out.
I want this story. You
Yeah,
too.
but we don't know how long it will be. What with interjections and stuff.
Let him tell the story first. We can end on WrestleMania.
No, because that's gonna be the topper. Why would you continue discussion after this nonsense?
I
want
wanted
a
it to be
cool
the
down.
I wanted it to be the topper last week, but you said no.
Because
there
we
was
were
10 minutes left, Michael.
It wasn't even 10 minutes left. It was like 11:25.
His ass
He's
is
like,
so heated. He
"This
called you
story
Michael.
time, let's go, guys. Let's listen to DA's story, guys.
Yes.
So we'll quickly do this.
Doubtful, but go ahead.
We will, because the actual discussion of Mania is what's going to be 17 hours. We can quickly do this in 10.
All right.
The New Day is hosting. Why the... Don't read that. Don't read that tag.
Yeah, I see that. That's
The New Day is hosting because they've got nothing for these guys. Their gimmick is running stale very quickly.
nope.
I think so.
Well, aren't they
When was
also
the last
running
time
out
you
of
watched
time
Raw?
too?
When was the last time you watched anything wrestling? You don't know. You don't know.
Next, Austin Aries versus Neville is going to be the show. It's going to be the match of the show.
No. KO and Jericho.
I think that's going to be the story, like the spectacle of the show. Who gives two about the Andre the Memorial Battle Giant Royale? Like, who cares? Look at
telling
these.
you who's gonna win.
Pretty much.
Braun.
Flex Sunderbat. They still don't even know what is going on with the
Yep,
women's
we
title in
don't even know
SmackDown.
what this match is.
So who cares who wins?
Over the top rope.
Where's the hype? Triple threat ladder match for
It
the
was
Raw
just
tag
turned
title.
into a ladder match.
Yeah, they had to. It's got Cesaro. It can't be less than 4 stars. Not possible. The Raw match. Bailey should have won it here.
Yep, that would have been a lot better.
I don't know why she has it. So she either retains or she loses it, and it's a big thing. Baron Corbin versus Dean Ambrose. Baron Corbin is really turning into a guy to watch, but I don't want to watch him. People love him. People
You saying all this when you don't watch the product. What are you talking
have
about?
watched some Raw and SmackDown.
What are you talking about?
There's a channel on YouTube that quickly recap. They cut down, they condense everything and then speed it up so they don't get copyrighted. And you can watch pretty much all of Raw and SmackDown in 45 minutes.
The marker mark?
No, not the marker mark. KO versus Jericho, potential match of the night.
It is going to be
Unsanctioned, contractually signed match between South. How? Signed this contract that this match isn't sanctioned. Explain. I really don't care who wins. Seth is probably gonna go over.
Who cares?
Who cares?
Wait, who? What was the match for this?
Seth versus Triple H in an unsanctioned match that they signed a contract for.
Okay.
Nikki Bella and John Cena versus The Miz and Maurice. There's rumors that John or Nikki are gonna ask the other to marry them, so, which means they're probably gonna go over.
Wait,
Shouldn't?
really?
Yeah, they shouldn't. Cause The Miz is like the hottest thing on SmackDown in a year, minus AJ. Speaking of, that's coming. Reigns versus Taker. Reigns is going over, and he should not. And he's gonna retire the Undertaker.
Me and Chris have a bet, a $40 bet that
$40.
he think that next year's is gonna be Brock and Roman again.
Yeah, for the title.
No, those are just the rumors, and I said no. That's stupid. Because
You lost $40.
history, other than John Cena and Rock, which is they built it up to be one of the biggest matches of all time. When have they ever done a repeat main event?
Rock, Stone Cold.
Was that the main event?
Yes, both times for the title.
So Rock, Stone Cold, and John Cena, Rock, and then Brock
Roman
Lesnar
Reigns
versus Roman Reigns.
Yes.
So we're looking at Doo-Doo versus Doo-Doo, and then Doo-Doo versus Doo-Doo, and then Doo-Doo versus Doo-Doo.
Yep.
You couldn't see the hand signs, but you know, up, and then Roman Reigns is way down there, and then
Roman Reigns is down.
But Roman Reigns is going to be the next guy. They're not going to stop this train.
Doesn't
You lost
matter.
$40.
You won in
Yeah, I'll take that bet.
$40.
$40. I will say for the title main event,
Okay.
Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns, barring injury.
There is no barring injury. The match is made.
That's not fair.
Don't care. If it doesn't
I
happen,
allowed you to bar the Roman Reigns WrestleMania thing because of injury.
doesn't matter.
Oh, you a piece of shit.
You already bought in.
He a piece of shit. Y'all
got
see
you
this.
hook, line, and sinker, son.
Just know that this is piece of shitness. Shane McMahon versus AJ Styles. Why? Moving on. Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar.
Mania.
Why? Moving on. Bray Wyatt versus Orton. Orton is going over. He should
I don't
not.
think so. I really don't think so.
Why not?
Cause you're trying to make Bray Wyatt something. Why
Are
would
you?
Why would
Are
you
you?
not?
Are you?
Why would you just go?
Are you?
I think they are.
Why?
Because they gave him the title.
And?
You don't just give out the title because if they would have given Cesaro the title.
They gave it to Goldberg.
And there's a point to it. We don't like the point, we don't get the point, but there's a point to it. You don't just give him the title as a transitional title, you don't go from John Cena to Bray Wyatt and then just go, okay, Keith, just take it from him. You don't do that. No.
Christian.
That's a whole nother thing.
How?
That is a whole nother
How?
bag of wood.
You don't have your friend retire. You win the title.
Can I say this? This was supposed to be short.
It's been less than 10 minutes. It's been 7 minutes.
It doesn't matter. It was supposed to be short.
I was in the 10-minute area. Oh boy.
Ooh.
What?
I'm gonna have to retract something because Rock Stone Cold was second from the top, and then the
Cool.
next year they went on last.
Who was at the top that year?
Brock and Kurt.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, so you're wrong. So it hasn't happened.
Didn't they have 3 Mania matches?
Did they? I might be wrong.
I don't think they did back to back, but I think they had 3 Mania matches, and 2 of them went on last. Yeah, there was the one where Stone Cold turned heel and was with Vince and won the title, and then there was the one that Rock won. He never beat Stone Cold at Mania, and that was the main event.
All I keep hearing is this is going to be shit.
You're just saying words.
I think it was 14, 17.
Anyway, continue.
Oh no, I'm done. This is gonna be a terrible Mania. It's gonna be a bottom 3 Mania.
What is the bottom Mania? I'm curious. BG, DA, what is the bottom Mania?
Probably 2000. Probably.
Yeah, no, there's no probably about it.
What was
Probably one of
2000's
them.
Mania?
Oh,
again?
no. 28 or was it 27?
I was about to say one of the ones in the past couple years.
The
If
one where
not-
Miz and Cena went on last. Can you name me one other match from that card?
Yes. Team Teddy and Team Johnny.
Was that?
Prove me wrong.
No, I think Miz was part of that.
Prove me wrong. Oh, yeah, he was part of
Yeah.
that. Money in the Bank.
No, it was already a pay-per-view at that point.
No, it wasn't.
Are you sure?
No.
Okay, you can go into your story. I'm just gonna look this up.
Yeah, DA story time.
DA
Been waiting
story
weeks.
Why would
time.
you wiki Wikipedia?
I don't.
What's wrong?
Because I'm used to it being here, but you had to fill it up with your.
Well, you're right. I have a bad memory, so I forget to do things like that. Okay.
So,
How you guys doing?
I'm fantastic.
Okay. So Shudokan is one of my favorite cons. It's probably my second favorite con after YogaCon. They do all sorts of good things. They have a great. They always have great guests, great panels and stuff. So I always look forward to it, but I never have a good experience with it. And
It's right down the block.
it's right down the block, and it shouldn't be like that. It's too close to home. All these bad juju. So, early last year, they went, hey, the hotel block is opened. You know, it's open it's going to be open on this date. And I'm like, okay, whatever. You know, last year they sold out in 2 days. I can get to it whenever. On the day that the hotels went up, I had to work early, which almost never happened last year. It was super rare because I was just a closer and I would just close. But this one random day, I had to work early. So I'm just like, you know what, whatever. They're going to open at 12. I get a break at 1-ish. I can just get to my hotel there. Hotel sold out in about 30 minutes.
Ha!
Oof.
And I went, yep.
It's already going south.
And I'm the type of guy that just like, it'll work itself out until I have to make it work out.
So,
And then it never works out.
Amber and Kelly are here.
Oh, great.
Yes! They get to hear the story direct and not the third party.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I'm just like, it'll work itself out. If I was religious, I'd be one of those people that just like, oh, my foot is purple. Ah, Jesus will take care of that.
Oh,
Lord, please heal this 9 foot.
So the Facebook had a little posting, you know,
Oh, no.
people who want a room, type here. People who want roommates, type here. So I'm just like, yeah, I'll type in there. You know, I'll get the room. I want it at the Radisson. You know, it's connected to the convention. I don't want to have to take the bus or walk or Uber or whatever. So I just want to be in the hotel. That's the hotel that I've been in, and I'd like to be there. So I type in, click, get a response almost instantly. That's just like, yeah, you can come in the room. But if my friend decides to come, we're gonna have to kick you out. So I'm just like, so don't 100% bet on this. You're like, no, it's a done deal. You know, he's probably not gonna come. Week later, like, yeah, you're out of the room. He's coming. I'm like, okay, perfect. Thanks for not telling me a week before the con. So, you know, that happens a couple more times with varying results. I don't have a room at all a week before the con, and I'm still just sitting there like, it'll work itself out. You know, last year there were a lot of people that last minute dropouts. It'll work itself out. It's fine. Sunday, it'll work itself out. Monday, it'll work itself out. Tuesday, I started getting worried.
Just add a question mark to the end of that statement.
It'll work itself out.
I'm like, okay, you know, there's a couple Airbnbs around if I have to or whatever. Somebody that day had went into the thing and went, hey, I'm looking for some roommates at the Reddit, and I'm like, ooh, me. Typed in a comment for them. No response. That happened a couple of times. It happens, whatever. A friend of mine saw that very comment. It was like, hey, you looking for a room? I was like, yeah, I'm looking for a room. They're like, you can stay at my house. It's 2 miles from the con. You can stay for free. You know, it's whatever. I'm like, sure. I'm just cheap enough for that to work.
Oh, God. No. You fucking idiot.
What would you do in my situation?
Bus.
No, I would have took the room.
Nope, never.
Exactly.
I would have took the house.
Never.
I mean, it's a friend. He's cool.
Exactly. And I've known this dude for like 4 years. So
I've stayed at people's houses I've known for 4 weeks.
there you go. You take it. And he's a cool dude. So I have a problem with people who do not follow simple instructions. You remember last year I was like, hey, everybody, these are the rules of the room. Here's my number. Text me your number. I do the same thing to him. At that time I didn't have a phone, so I'm just like, could you give me your address and your phone number so I could call you? He gives me his address, no phone number. I'm like, okay, whatever. It's late. He probably doesn't, you know, he's probably just sleepy. That's fine. The next morning I go out, get my phone, and I'm like, hey, here's my number. Could you text me? And is there anything that I need, pillows or whatnot? He's like, yeah, just bring a pillow, whatever. Still no number. I'm like, simple things. Help me. So I'm on the bus on my way there, and I just get a text. It's just like, where are you at? And I'm like, it's this. Who is this? Because you get random numbers and calls and texts and stuff. Let me show you.
Because it's from people's previous numbers. They give you. Yeah, I've gotten a lot.
Let me show you this, and I was just like, who, what, where, why, what? Is this it? This is what I got. What the? And that's all. No number, no message, nothing. It's just a retired Orlando police officer.
This is the guy.
His picture. That's all I got. There's nothing else in this. I'm just like, phones are trash. They're trash. So I just get a message, where you at? I'm just like, I think this is him. I'm like, on my way to Lansing? Like, where are you getting, I'm like, the convention center. He was like, you want me to pick you up? I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. I can drop off my stuff at his house. So I get at the convention center around 9:30. Everything's open by then, the dealer's room, the badge stuff, and he's waiting there for me. I was like, hey, how you doing? You know, exchange pleasantries. He was like, okay, we're going over my house. Drop your stuff off, let you know where you're sleeping and stuff, let you get settled in. That's fine. I was like, okay. I have a autograph signing that I would really like to get to at 11 o'clock. That's an hour and a half. We're 2 miles away. You can walk it. You're fine. It's fine. We'll be back in plenty of time. You can grab your badge. You can go all the way there. It's fine. We get there. Still before 10 o'clock. Obviously, it's like 9:40. 2 miles away. We get there. Hey, you'll be sleeping on the couch. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. I don't care. Yeah, pillow, sheet, cover. Hey, watch these videos with me. No. Really? Yeah, it's just a couple videos that I wanted to show somebody for a while. Almost 2 hours of just watching videos. And I'm just like, dude.
Did he keep looking over to you?
Yes, he was one of those people. And I'm like, dude, I gotta go. I'm really super not interested in this. So we get back to the convention center at around 12.
So is that like when I show you Game Grumps videos and you're just really not interested, but I still show you anyways?
Yep. Mike. That is precisely it.
Whew.
Hey man, you got to see Joke Yoda, and you enjoyed Joke Yoda. That's all I gotta say.
Joke Yoda is hilarious, and I still sit there and just go, funny joke, just to myself, nobody there, because I'm a crazy person.
Yeah, you are.
So I get there around 12. I grab my badge, which takes about a minute. I get there. The autograph session is, of course, over. And I get a message just like, did we make it back in time? I was like, yeah, sure, dude. Whatever. Yeah, we did. We're fine. So,
What are you talking about? The bus is right there.
let me look up these messages to see how far apart this crap is, because this dude was pestering me. First message was,
Never get a pesterer.
it sucks.
Yeah. I got that on PSN. Jesus Christ. I'm just a player.
First message was a little bit past 12. The second message was 5 minutes later. Where you at? And then did we get back in time? Then I was like, I'm in the autograph line. 5 minutes later, you still there? 30 minutes later, and now 2 hours later, food. So just constant messages, and I'm just like, and I told him, I'm like, dude, I'm not a type of dude to just hang out with people. At a con, I'm all over the place. Food whenever, who cares? Autographs now, panels, whatever. It's gonna be too sporadic. You don't want to hang out with me, but he didn't listen. So
it takes a few years to learn. We have.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah,
understand.
I'd say so.
So the food comment, I was like, you know what? I can eat. I'm kind of hungry. We'll go grab some Subway. 5 minutes, there and back, whatever. And that's when the whole thing last week with BG happened.
Help me!
Now! So after that,
You don't
After
know
that
how
whole thing.
much I would have loved for you to call me, man.
that's why, that is precisely why I didn't.
You can just
I didn't
feel
want to,
the grin.
I did not want to hear the boner over the phone.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You're in the middle of a story,
Yes.
aren't you, DA?
Fib at me longer.
You're
Slower.
in the middle of a story. Like, he just knew this would be a podcast thing.
Do you know how much of an urge I had to fight to just go, what are you talking about? I'm nowhere near the convention.
I would have loved for you to have done that.
Click. Yeah, dude. Tourette's. So the con goes relatively smoothly. I take an Uber back to his house because I'm not relying on him for anything.
Except for shelter.
Except we got 3 friends there, and they're all just watching videos loudly,
As loud as
laughing,
possible.
Lights on, right next to my couch bed. It's about 1:30 at this time. They're like, hey, watch these videos. It's fun. I was like, we watched these videos earlier.
The same.
The same. He goes, no, that's fine. They stayed up till about 4 in the morning.
Jesus.
Videos. And you guys know me. 8 o'clock. Right up. Didn't get a chance for that. Because as I was drifting off to sleep, finally, I get violently awoken at around 6:30 by being stepped on. The dude is running around this house. Sorry, King. The bird is loose. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, my roommate has a pet bird, and he got out when I was trying to feed him. Help me catch him. I picked up my phone like 6:30. Yeah, he's really picky about his food. The bird.
Get that mother a worm and go to sleep.
So we spent around an hour and a half trying.
Jesus, I thought it was gonna be like 20 minutes.
Oh god, dude, I've had to try and catch birds inside of a retail store.
It ain't fun.
It's stupid.
You know what we did? I was just like, okay, we're just gonna Looney Tunes this.
No,
We got a shoebox, some string, and some seed.
Some
You
acme
really
trap,
set up a
bro.
Looney
You can't.
It worked.
Oh my god.
That buzz is onto something.
I pulled the string, the box fell, the bird was stuck. He goes, now what? I was like, oh, if you know where it is. And I took a shower and I left.
To his bird paid.
Is that one of those things where it's like, as soon as like you finished it, you looked at your phone and you saw like 8:02 and you're like,
So
The
I
bird
was
is
asleep, I'm
loose.
running on.
I want that as a shirt too, actually.
Saturday goes fairly no problems in the afternoon and night. Again, I go back there. No, I see him because I'm just like, in order to stop him from texting me and stuff, I'm like, oh, dude, my charger broke. I don't know, my phone isn't charging. He goes, oh, I'll buy you another charger. It's fine, you know, whatever. What kind of phone you have? I'm like, iPhone. And he brought an iPhone. I was like, oh, my bad. I meant Android. Sorry. Oh, you don't have to worry about that. So he didn't text me all that day, but he was just hanging around the autograph line going, King, what are you and talking and crap? I'm like, leave me alone. So he catches me at the end of the night.
When I see you in autograph line, my interactions with you are 40 seconds long.
Maximum. Still here? Yep.
yeah. Usually I will just see you. We'll kind of have a curtsy look, and then that's it.
I acknowledge your existence. Not dead yet, Mike? Good.
Thank you, friend.
Maybe I'll just like look. It's like, okay, he's probably got 3 more hours. Okay, I'll just like look at the times, be like, I'll see him in the evening, and then
Maybe.
you know,
Sorry,
nod.
continue.
He catches me as I'm about to go. He goes, hey, I'm going to the rave, you know. I'm going to be a little bit later. I didn't get a real good chance to feed the bird, so could you go back and feed the bird, you know?
What the fuck?
Go-
Oh, God.
Go into my roommate's room.
No!
Top shelf of his bed, of his dresser. It's just bird seed. Just, you know, get a handful or whatever, you know, maybe a little extra because I didn't feed him as much.
Where was the roommate supposed to be?
The roommate was not there. He was out of town.
Okay.
And he's like, you know, feed the bird, you know, it's cool. Just feed it a little bit of water. It's fine.
Here
it's a bird,
comes
whatever.
chaos.
So I'm like, yeah, whatever. Go there. He gives me his house key. Open the door. Go in there. Yeah. Oh, there's the room. There's the bird. I hear it. Oh, go in there. Open the dresser. Grab the bird seed. All I hear is, hey! I turn around. Dude holding a gun on me. He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, feeding your bird?
No. No.
What are you doing in my house, in my room? I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna say my friend's name, and I've got my hands up at this time. I'm like, my friend, let's call him Joe. Joe said that I could stay here for the convention. That I'm going to. We're friends. It's fine. I was feeding your bird. I'm helping you. It's all good. He goes, I don't believe you. I said,
Bloom.
I'm dead. I'm a ghost. So I'm like, in my right pocket, I have my phone. If I could just grab it.
Why would you let him grab it?
And show you the text, you said, no, you got a gun in there. You got what? I was like, you grab the phone. I'll take off my pants, whatever.
That's what I like to hear. Lose, boy.
Then it just turns into a whole nother story. He's like, no, I'm going to call him myself. He pulls out his phone and goes, what's your name? And I go, King. Now, when I say King, some people always go, what? Kane? Because King, one syllable, just a jumble of, and he goes, Joe, do you know a guy named Ken? And I'm going, no. And he goes, points the gun like, yeah, no. Do you know a guy named Ken or Kenneth or Kenny or anything like that? He goes, no. Apparently, Joe goes, no. I'm like, no, I don't know anybody. No. And he goes, okay, thank you.
Oh no.
He doesn't know you. I said, no. My name is King, King. He goes, why would your name be that? I don't believe you. He goes, here's what's gonna happen next. I'm gonna call the police. And what happened next was he called the police.
What the fuck?
This is why you don't.
And I was immediately slapped in handcuffs.
Oh my
You are right. Wonderful.
And then they started questioning me like, hey, what are you doing? I'm like, phone, right pocket. I have messages. I have Facebook messages. You can call him King, King. So they're just like, going through all this stuff. And then apparently that's not their procedure to check something like that.
To investigate.
So I'm being led out of the house
Oh
when
my God.
Joe comes up. He's like, what's going on here? I was like, apparently I'm some sort of house invader. I don't know. I was trying to feed a bird. He's like, the Joe like, no, I know him. I invited him in the house. He's like, is that true? And it's just, yes, it is true. That's what I've been trying to tell you guys. So I get back in the house, still in handcuffs, and they're talking it out. They show the Facebook messages and the phone messages and stuff. And it's like, okay, it all checks out. They go back in the room. They talk to their dude. It's like, you can't just pull guns on people, even if it is your house and it's blah, 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 blah. And then they look to the right, like, that marijuana. He gets arrested.
Oh! This is what your karma's been leading up to!
I would have went my
This is what it's been leading up to! Oh, oh my God! Oh!
We both
Oh my
get taken
God.
to the station. Me and Joe, the friend, get taken to the station for questioning and stuff. Apparently, he had prior charges, and if you're a felon, you can't own a gun. So that's another charge he has. So we're in the police station till like 4 in the morning.
No.
I got autographs, sir.
We
Oh
get
my
back.
God.
He's just like, yeah, pretty crazy, huh?
I'm
like,
packing now.
Dude, I'm going to sleep. So nothing else
I'm
happened.
sure this
No,
room is
so
empty
no,
right now.
to me, like in your mind, you're just like, nah, this is a Saturday, like, like pretty,
Yeah, really.
pretty
Is
crazy.
this all that happened?
This
Boy,
happened.
if this was me last year, I'd have got shot. So I wake up bright and early, 8 o'clock, get showered, leave. As I'm going on the bus home, he sends me a text. It's like, the bird didn't get fed for 2-3 days and he died. So, yep, dude got arrested and his bird kicked it.
All because of you.
Sure didn't get a chance to feed him. So there you go. There you go.
And I went home.
This is why you don't stay with people you don't know well at their place.
He's known him for 4 years.
4 years.
Not well enough. Not well enough, apparently.
We were
Could-
rooming
could-
together after knowing each other year 1.
That was a hotel, not someone's
And-
house.
Could you predict something like that would happen?
For you, yes.
Lucky
I'm
that's
not
all that
predicting
happened.
anyone else. I'm saying this is why you can. You should have seen this shit coming.
I was out of options almost, and I'm a very cheap man. I am a cheap man. So when somebody says free, he could have been like, it's 8 miles. You got to go through snow.
Is that
Whatever.
marijuana?
Is that marijuana? Rip your freedom, rip your bird, rip your con.
Oh, I'm crying.
My lungs are on fire. I can't. Breathing hurts.
It's
Like,
not fair.
of
Oh
all
my
the
God.
things that just I can't put
I
into
don't-
words. Oh man.
Stop going to cons by yourself.
No,
Fucking
I like
stop.
going to cons by myself.
Fucking
It's
stop.
fine. This
Fucking
doesn't happen every time. I'll say
Bruh.
that.
seems to happen at this con every time.
The percentage
Yeah.
is fairly high.
The percentage is not good in my favor. I'll
No.
admit that.
No,
it
it's
should
not.
not be double digits, and you're kicking 40% down. It has to be.
It's fine.
It's not.
Oh
fine.
my
That's
I
the
will
problem.
say the
I
bird
only
not being.
almost got arrested. And the whole time I'm like, I am completely in the right. There's nothing that's gonna happen to me because I'm in the right. I deserve to be in that house. I was doing him a favor. If I would have fed that bird, the bird wouldn't be dead.
So was it the roommate's bird or your friend's bird?
It was the roommate's bird,
Okay.
not Joe's bird.
Okay, that makes more sense. Because, like, when he came back after you got arrested, I'm like, why didn't he feed his fucking bird?
Well, cops there and whatnot.
Well, after the fact, like when you guys got home at 4.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the last thing he wanted to do was go into that fucking room.
Yep.
Oh.
That's unfortunate, eh?
I don't have words. Like there
Do you
are
ever?
no words.
Do you ever? Are there ever words?
You are the personification of that dog in the burning house that just says, "This is fine."
Yep.
That is pretty much literally
Until
you
it
when
gets
you go to a
worse.
con by yourself.
Oh,
It's fine.
oh man.
This is fine.
So, this brings about a thing that I thought of recently. We could
Oh,
do
here
this
we go.
next week. We could do this the week after. I thought of this after your strip club story, actually,
Oh,
where
God.
I said your
Oh.
life is basically an anime. I want myself, Ralph, and BG to find the perfect anime opening to DA's life.
Another.
I want this to
Okay.
be a thing, and I want this to we play these songs on the podcast. I can put the, like a song anime opening for DA's life.
Wait, so a Japanese music?
That. English translation, whatever. Basically, you could say what anime it's originally from to kind of get a tone of what the song is going for.
Nope. It's just gonna be straight songs.
Straight song.
Yeah, straight
Nah,
song.
it's gonna
I
be
agree.
straight song for me.
I have a good one for me. I
So,
can do it too. I'm doing this.
well, no, you have the
No.
best advantage because
judge.
you're you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
the
look
judge.
Look at me.
You can be in it, DA.
Yeah, I get it. I know what I'm doing.
It'd be interesting to see how he sees himself.
Okay.
That's
okay.
true.
So either next week or the week after, depending on.
Versus once in.
Oh, a couple things about the con. I actually played quite a bit of VR there. They had like 6 VR setups. It was pretty sick. It's fine for a little while. I played Rush of Blood a lot. That was really fun. The Until Dawn thing.
Which headsets did you use? I guess which version?
Just the PlayStation.
Okay.
Yeah, they only had the PlayStation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh
that
my
was
god,
fun.
I'm lightheaded.
Yeah, it was fine. It got boring after like 15 minutes.
I
I'm like, all right, I'm
definitely
done.
Oculus, the Vive. Sorry, HTC Vive is to me the pinnacle right now of a VR experience. If
But
you-
I'll say this: your mind does play tricks on you because
Oh,
it's a
oh, yeah.
bit of a roller coaster thing. And when you're going up and then going down, I'm like, "Ugh."
Yeah, when I was playing the Vive, like I was doing like the job simulator and like they had a car mechanic thing, and at one point a car is like backing up towards me, and I started backing
Backing
up
up.
reflexively, and I was like, oh fuck, oh yeah, I forgot, it's not actually there, or like it can hit me and I'll be fine.
it's a game.
Yeah.
1-2 switches are very fun.
I'm gonna be getting
played-
that for the next.
I played a bunch of games on that. It
Oh,
was
wait, are you
really
getting that
fun.
for when? For summer?
Oh, of course.
Oh,
For sure
God,
for us to
that's-
play.
That's gonna be
It's
interesting.
really fun.
And me dominate.
I'm gonna break
running
that fucking
boy for like
controller.
20 minutes, and then a game of luck got me off. It was like a dice roll thing. It was like, who has a higher number? Okay, you lose. I'm like, that's not fair.
Skillfully defeating everyone. I wonder how that feels, Mario Party.
Kamikaze. We all going down.
I
It was
got
it was do, it
reamed.
was do or die, and I did.
Bruh, I was in first place for like 85% of that match.
Yeah, do or die.
So they luckily did the one freaking thing that could have got me to lose, and then it was a lucky game, and then it was luck.
I should just go to 10 cons and just have reverse DA syndrome the entire time.
Reverse DAs.
Just
That
get
shouldn't be a
blowjobs.
phrase.
That is a fucking
It
phrase.
shouldn't be though. But the last thing is the Attack on Titan, the Tecmo Koei game, very very fun.
It
I
looks
spent
fun.
like 3 hours playing that. It's really fast paced and fun.
It was not great. It was terrible.
talking, but I'm done talking.
I was winning the whole what? Just coin, skill, games, winning. And then he went, do, fuck you.
Uh-huh. You just described Mario Party. I'm not seeing the issue here.
Yeah, pretty much.
No.
So am I hearing rematch?
No. I will throw something if something like that
You
happens.
did. You threw a chair.
Oh, I did, didn't I?
Yes,
Yeah,
you
you
did.
did.
I was not happy.
No, you weren't.
I was not happy. Oh, yeah.
Up until the car ride back to the bus stop, you were a curmudgeon.
I'm still curmudgeon. That was bullshit.
Hey,
I'm
it's
still
still better
salty
than the
about
Johns.
real life Monopoly because I got reamed out. Not that one. That one was whatever. It was
From
terrible.
the beginning, it was over.
But did you watch the movie? The Justice League trailer came out, the newest one.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Garbage.
Cyborg is the worst looking CG thing I've seen in maybe 4 years. Holy
I'm hearing
crap.
Monopoly.
It's
Shut up,
fine.
Versus.
It was not good.
Yep.
Just watch the bar, Mike.
It's fine.
Oh, and Batman makes a joke in it.
Because he needs to.
Mm-hmm.
Because we need to inject some comedy in this.
Do we?
And Batman is the one to do it.
Yep. That's the guy you want for your
All right.
comedy.
Oh, I.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, let's talk about WrestleMania now, right?
Hey,
No.
you apparently have some energy.
Yeah, I always do. I come home from being away from home from like 18, 19 hours of just working, doing a bunch of stuff. And I come home spinning and jumping up and down stairs. I just have energy to spare at all times, even when I'm ridiculously tired. I don't know what it is about my body. Just have energy to spare.
Could you pass some to my immune system? It would be very beneficial.
There is nothing in the world that can jumpstart that mother.
That thing is dead and buried.
That thing
oh,
would
The
reject
Walking Dead.
the
We didn't
cure
get to
for
that.
We can talk about that
Speaking
next
of dead and buried,
week.
need to get to
We
The
can talk
Walking
about that next week. We can talk about that next week.
I think the season finale is this week.
What?
Dead. Yeah, it is.
Walking Dead.
Oh,
Yeah, it is.
then that's cool.
Yeah.
Even though we already know what happens in this crap.
Yeah.
And it's
Oh, we didn't talk about Super.
No.
We can save that for next week. It'll probably be Finn.
Filler.
Oh yeah, just that's all.
Yeah,
Sure.
that'll be it.
Who cares?
All right. Thank you everybody for tuning into this episode.
Well,
May there
enjoyed the
never
laughs.
be another story time.
you know
You
you are
know there
lying
will be.
out of your lips.
I hate how much joy it brings you guys.
I don't find much joy in it.
Yes,
you found
because
joy last
you know
week.
That it can you know that the coin can flip the other way for you.
You found
easily.
you found the joy in Ralph's story last week.
That was funny, and nothing really bad happened to him, but a great big fat person.
It's a great big funny bird.
That's the only thing that happened. A slightly unpleasant person. I almost got arrested.
There wasn't
Shot.
almost anything. Your ass was in handcuffs. You were essentially arrested and saved by the bell.
You were getting walked out to the patrol car.
Yeah, your ass was Detroit Central.
I'm in the back of the car. Remember me. Tell my story.
Tell them the story of King. You mean Ken? No,
Yeah,
King.
I met him once in an autograph line. And, he just was always there.
Didn't talk much, but we could always count on his presence. Just.
And then they just have black and white photos of you like pointing to the front of the line. You move here.
Negotiating with the con staff.
Oh.
You're slipping somebody a Big Mac. Like, when you go ahead of you, bruh.
This just sounds like a political commercial for him running for
Begging.
judge or something.
Breaking grass.
Oh, thank you,
I'm done.
everyone, for tuning into this episode of the podcast.
May
Stop.
there never be another.
Uh,
Or
There
at least
will.
the next time I just die.
and, you
I'm
re-
just murdered.
and you really are a ghost telling the story.
The ultimate topper.
We will see-
Guys, DA, his story is at an end.
Guys, he died with a chocolate bar and a dildo in his hand? I guess we gotta
So
fill in the
Youmacon,
blanks.
you died at Youmacon. Gotcha.
There will never be another to take his reign.
Wow.
We will see you next week, guys.
Goodbye.